February the 8th, 2018. It's going to be another nice day here today. A little cooler than it was yesterday. It's gorgeous out yesterday. We made it up to 80 plus yesterday, which is great this time of year. That's the way we like it. Yeah, we went over to the Deland flea market, and that was fun. I haven't been over there for a while. It used to go now and then, but it's been so cold this winter. We just haven't went over that much, so it warmed up yesterday morning. That's a morning thing. They get started there at least 6 a.m. is when they kind of showed up there. I went over and sold some stuff a few years back, and it was funny, I sold more stuff before they actually opened. I think they opened actually at 7, I'm not sure. But I sold more stuff before they opened, as vendors buying off each vendors, than I did after they opened up. Got all kinds of stuff there. You can find, you name it. I was saying, though, if I go over there and I'm looking for something, and I won't find it, But any other time, you'll find anything you can imagine. So I find that a lot at flea markets, garage sales. If you're after an item, I never find it. If I got something in mind, I don't find it. But you can find everything else. You name it, it's there on it. I guess that's the law of averages, that when you're looking for something, whether you'll find something or not, But, hey, let's see what what Google says the temperature is. What's the temperature in Deland, Florida?
In Deland, it's mostly cloudy and 64. With cloudy skies and a high of 70 in the forecast.
So they're saying 70. The weather station said a little warmer than that, about like 77. And cloudy. Sometimes when they say we're cloudy, that means it's really sunny, but we have big puffy clouds. Other times when they say it's cloudy, But we don't get a lot of completely overcast days. We get quite a bit of sunshine, although this winter's been the exception. It's been colder. Well, let's just check, see what it is in other parts. I always like to check Wooster, Ohio. What's the temperature in Wooster, Ohio?
In Wooster, it's mostly cloudy and 14 degrees, with cloudy skies and a high of 20 degrees in the forecast.
That sounds bad to me. 14 and 20. Yeah, it's funny when I listen to them say Wooster. It's when you're not from a particular area, it's Wooster, not Wooster. It's like Deland. If you're not from Deland, it's Deland, D-E-L-A-N, Deland. But if you're from an area, they pronounce it differently. I always find that kind of funny. Well, let's just give her one more chance for a good joke. Tell us a joke.
What do Winnie the Pooh and Ivan the Terrible have in common? The same middle name.
The. The. Oh, yeah, sick. Not a good joke. Hey, I get on these different sites there, and I noticed a trend in things is like Gofundme. Raising money to start your business. I can see some of this to help someone out, like GoFundMe. It's been used a lot good for people who have medical expenses that they can't afford, which that's just a whole nother subject in itself, this medical stuff. Turning 65, it's like, and I wouldn't recommend turning 65 because, this trying to figure out this medical stuff will just drive you up the wall. It's all a bunch of crap. Sorry. But anyways, this GoFundMe stuff, I guess what I see a lot is when they will fund, I'm starting a new business. So let's GoFundMe. Now, I seen one outfit actually up north that they were starting, they have a business, but they wanted to expand. And they wanted some help. And I guess what they do, and I have to research a little closer, but I guess what they do is if you send them X amount of money, certain levels, they'll put a plaque up. You know, you get this little plaque in their business, you know. And from what I've seen, they've raised over, in the last 24, over $80,000 of people willing to say, I want a plaque with my name on it, you know. I don't get that. I guess one reason I've never had excess money to throw at things like that myself, you know. It'd been great if I had excess money that I could help someone else out. I would have loved to have been able to do that. Still would like to be able to do it. Can't do it. Don't have it. Never did have it. But to help someone else out to establish a business. Now, my question is when they GoFundMe pages like that. Now, say I give them a chunk of money and their business has something going on. Do I still have to pay? This particular business had things I think you pay a fee to participate in it. And do I get in free? Do I get in a huge discount? I don't know. That's a fact. You know, you have a couple little perks probably, but one, why would anybody want to fund someone else? You know, do I just not get it? Maybe I don't. I've had a couple different businesses. I started from nothing. I mean, nothing. A buck here, buck there, you know, and roll it over until it grows. And that's how I generated my business. I had a pet store, sold fish, like in my background, had tropical fish, little pets and stuff. I mean, when I say nothing, I'll take that back. That one, way I happened to start it was kind of a mistake. I had a vendor's license, and I was wanting a new aquarium set up, and somehow I misordered it. I went through this distributor, and it got two of everything I ordered. And it's like, whoa, you know, and I went ahead and bought them because I guess I misread it, and they got two of everything. Well, I don't need this extra. What am I going to do with it? And my mom back then had a little shop, little sewing shop, and you know, I'm going to stick these on there. Had a little area. I'm going to put a for sale sign and sell this stuff. Well, the stuff sold, you know. And so what I did is I took that money, and you know, it was a markup. I bought it at wholesale price, and I sold it for retail price, and took the money I profit on that, and actually was able to buy more, you know. And then I took that stuff and sold it, and took that money and bought more, and I continue to build this up. You know, I never took no money out of it. You know, I just continue to reinvest all the profit I made, and it wasn't but a year. I had enough inventory that I went full time, and this is what I did for a living. I started my pet store from basically, and it was around $100, my initial investment, but I reinvested, and I grew it. I didn't start a GoFundMe page and say, hey, I need, you know, $100,000 here so I can get my inventory started and have everybody else fund me. I funded myself, you know, and it grew. I ran that store for about 5-6 years, and ended up I had like over 100 aquariums in my store and full stock, and started it from $100 and made a living off of it. That's the way we started businesses. This is back in the 80s. That's how we started back then. But now I see the big deal is all this GoFundMe, you know. They set up all these different programs that GoFundMe. Now, I would be more than happy if anybody would like to fund my channel. Send me donations. I don't have nothing set up. I don't have no GoFundMe set up or nothing. But hey, leave me a comment. You know, if you want to give me a comment, we can talk back and forth. I'd love to have you fund me. This page, I do it for others' information. I do how-to videos, and it's a struggle. One thing I try to do on this page is YouTube has monetization, and some of you are familiar with that, some of you are not. They put a little ad at the beginning, and by doing that, they give you, I mean, it's tiny, just a little bit of a payback for that monetization, but they have all these regulations, and I was in the monetization program. I am now until February 20th, and they've changed all the rules now. It used to be you had to have 100 subscribers, and you had to have like I think 1,000 views. Well, they just recently changed that. Now you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 4,000 views per year in order to get into the monetization program. I right now have like 213 subscribers. The views last month, I had 56,000 hours of views on my pages, which is no problem. I only need 4,000 per year, and I get a lot more than that a month, so that's no problem. But I need subscribers, and I need 1,000 subscribers. Got a long ways to go. 213, that's like, it's not going to go. Now, that does help. That helps my channel, helps me personally a little bit, You're not making much money. If I think it took me 4 months, and I might have made $100 in 4 months, That's not much, when it comes down to it, really. To me, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because I've always made low incomes. Small amounts sound like a lot to me. Anyway, so, this is how I've tried to fund my pages, but it really isn't working. Do I need to put up a GoFundMe page in order to keep things going? But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. I see this. I've seen some people make quite a bit of money. This is a great thing. Say you've had a injury or a hospital bill or something for medical that you can't afford, and this GoFundMe is a really great thing to set up that people can help other people get through some hard times. I've seen places where they've had deaths and they didn't have money to bury somebody, and you can set this up and help those expenses, and that's great. If you have the access to help someone else out, there's not a thing wrong with that. I guess what I'm kind of griping at is this set me up so I can start a new business. I would love that, if somebody give me a hand starting any business, but I said I've had 2 businesses, started them all on my own. I didn't get 1 penny to help, and I succeeded with them to the point that I was making a living, not a good living, but I made a living. So anyway, I was seeing that, and that was just one of the things that was on my mind. Part of this page, I don't get many people to stop by here in the morning. I guess it's too early. They can stop by later on, is to, our coffee chat is to chat on about things. I often say it's like sitting around the coffee shop there and talking about what's going on, and so it's an outlet to talk about. And that was one thing I wanted to talk about today on it. We still was watching some of this from the big rocket went up, the sports car that's up or orbiting around the Earth right now. It's going to send it up into around Mars here. Eventually, it's going to take off. We were watching some live videos yesterday, and there's a few people out there are like, nah, it's not really up there, they're not, this is all hoax. But if you watch the pictures, I watched them yesterday, the live. Today, there's dust laying on that car, space dust. And so anyone out there don't think it's real, look at those pictures. Okay, you can say, they put space dust in that to make it look like it, but I don't think so. I think that car is up there. It's like some people said, oh no, we never went to the moon. That was all fake, And yeah, I believe we went to the moon. I really do. There's nothing up there. This Elon Musk is actually going to make another bigger rocket that you can haul many people up and take them to the moon and Mars. And I guess it'd be cool to go up there, but from what we've found, what I see, there's really nothing up there. And I'm not sure the need to go up there. What are we going to establish, except, well, the United States could actually say, oh, we got to take possession of the moon. I don't know if that's what their deal is on it. But anyways, they're going to make a bigger rocket, he is, and going to go up there. It was cool, saw, there's a place down at Titusville, there by Canaveral there, and it's called Fish Lips. It's a little restaurant, and it's really cool. It's where right in front of where all the cruise ships goes out. And we've went down there a couple times, and you can sit upstairs, have drinks, you can have plans and stuff, and it's right along the waterfront there and watch the cruise ships go out. But Elon Musk, that's where he was. during the rocket launch. He had a little party there, and if Sue kind of wanted to go down, I don't like to go down those places because it's so busy, traffic and that. But that's where we would have went. We would have went down to Fish Lips, and that's where Elon Musk was. And when he watched his rocket go up there, and so he had a big party there. That'd been cool. And show up there, and there is the guy who owned this rocket, this billionaire on it. So, to me, I think he's a pretty cool guy. I didn't know much about him, but by him putting this car with this Starman sitting at the seat there and driving this car in and around space, it tells me this guy's got a good sense of humor. And I like people with sense of humor. I hate it when somebody's just dry and everything's, blah, blah, blah. So I do enjoy a good sense of humor. I like reality. I always say I speak in facts. People don't always like facts, but I always like to say I speak in facts, is the way I see it, And but yet I still do like a good sense of humor too. There's a variable between that too. But anyway, that would have been pretty cool. I see the Winter Olympics has started. I'm not a sports fan. I really don't like sports. I'll watch a few tiny little things. Basically, if it comes to football, baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, that stuff's a story. Everybody loves it, but I think it's stupid. I always say, you throw a ball, dog will chase it. Well, that's what you're doing. You're throwing a ball around chasing it. See no interest in it, but hey, you guys who enjoy it. I don't. But there is a few events in the Olympics that I don't mind watching. I like to watch ski jumping. Watching those guys fly. I mean, that's amazing the way they fly around there, and the racing where they go through the slaloms. That's kind of cool. Beyond known, I'm waiting for them to fall down. I think a lot of sports, that's what everybody's waiting for, something to happen. Racing is by my sport. You look for two things when racing's going on, either for a good close race side by side or a big crash. And the big crash is actually more exciting. So that's the thing. The same with these some of these events. Jumping and that you want to see them fall down. You really don't want to see anybody get hurt. But hey, anytime anybody plays any kind of sports and you get hurt, that's what you went in for. That can happen. I fly RC airplanes. I could get hurt. My choice to fly them, And feel sorry, I'm sorry you got hurt. But you don't have to have no pity party because you chose it, I watch these skydivers. We live right over top of Skydive Deland. They come down over top our house every day. And a couple times a year, they do one of these swoosh when they come in the land, and they like ski across the ground. And I watch them even in the air. They'll spin around and do a little quick dive, Well, a couple times a year, that doesn't work out so good, and somebody will smack into the ground and get hurt. Sometimes the chute won't open. That happens occasionally, and eventually they die. But, and they enjoy it. You hear them hollering. You got to hear them on the ground. I hear them screaming and hollering, having a great old time, and there's nothing wrong with it. But the risk they take is you could get hurt or you could actually die. That's part of that sport. Any sport that you go into, there's risk involved, and you can get hurt. And I truly believe half the reason people watch sports because they want to see the action. They want to see actually when somebody gets hurt. Wow, did you see that? They feel sympathetic for them. But I love to watch car racing, but a good wreck is nothing better than a good wreck. That's just the way it is, But yeah, the Olympics is coming up. I guess they're going to have the ceremonies, and I don't know, I might watch some of it, but I'm not into it, but I'll watch a little bit of it, bits and pieces of it. If there's something better on, I'll probably watch it instead, which, as television goes, there's usually not much better on. We'll have to talk about that someday. Our variety of great shows that we don't have, Hey, my type of shows was Andy Griffith, Gomer Pyle. Those were the good old shows. I like Big Bang Theory. That's the one that we watch regularly, The new one, the Sheldon is off of that new series. That one's pretty good. That's going to be well, it is a hit show, you know. And another one I enjoy, it's not on a lot, is The Last Man on Earth. That one's really funny. They haven't put out as many episodes of it, but you know, it started out just one guy left, everybody else is dead. There was a virus, took out everybody, and so it's starting out as more people. But I enjoy watching that one. Anyways, we'll talk about that some morning. But hey, looks like we're coming up on our 20 minutes. I try to keep a short 20-minute chat, just to try to keep it more interesting. We'll have another one tomorrow. So, hey, everybody, go out and make it a good Thursday. And thanks for showing up. Hey, if you're not subscribed, hey, do me a favor. I need subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Costs you nothing. You know, you got to do is push the button. That's all you got to do. Cost nothing's required from you on it. And I could use it. Do me a favor. Do you subscribe? Tell all your friends to subscribe. Tell them you don't even have to watch. But just go to my page, hit subscribe. Subscribe to my page. And you can turn off notifications if you don't want to hear when I have one coming up. But just hit subscribe. That's all you got to do. And if you enjoy it, come on and join it. Give me a thumbs up and leave me comments. You know, hey, agree, disagree with what I'm saying? Leave me a comment. Doesn't matter. Let's talk about it. So, hey, we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good day.